I don't know if you guys saw this video on Twitter of Paolo Banchero and Ty Jerome talking trash to one another.
Did see that.
And Ty Jerome said that he would start on the Magic.
Oh, he said, you can't guard. Then he said, you can't guard me. Then he said, I'll start on your team. He was talking crazy. And listen, Ty Jerome from New York, so you know how he get. You know, he cool. He was just on Pee Wee podcast too. He had him as a guest.
That was cool.
Yeah, Ty Jerome is a good player. He just coming from last year, you know, like not playing much, you know, being
really.
in the JV Bickerstaff doghouse, and then like Kenny come in there and kind of give him that confidence. Now his buddy, best friend DeAndre Hunter's there, and they have that connection. Just him playing well. You got fans in Cleveland thinking he should start, fans that he thinking he should be the starting point guard. That's how good he's been. Where they were getting delusional.
They were saying, I forgot if it was on P's podcast. I think it was somewhere else where during training camp, the coaching staff was basically waiting for Ty Jerome to start sucking. They were basically like, when's he going to fall off? Like, eventually this is going to stop. And he just kept doing it the whole year.
Now, he's been so good. And I think that with how the Magic are currently constructed, I think he would start. Jalen Suggs is the point guard. I know, facts. Suggs is the point guard. Next year, would you start Ty Jerome over KCP?
You know what's... That's an interesting question. Now that we dive deep into it,
well, it's also like Jalen Suggs could play the two, and you could have Ty Jerome.
But do you want to lose the spunk of what he's been providing off the bench? Like, is he really like? Because you know, you always get that. You have a guy who's out playing his role, you know, doing his thing. Now he's expected to get that big contract. With Ty Jerome's going to get a good contract this offseason. What if he goes into a starting spot and now you have that load? It's the different vibe when you start. You know, you get that different responsibility, and you start to see decline. I don't think it would, but I think he has so much spunk off the bench. Even when he plays in those lineups with DG.
Spunk.
It's like the third time he says it.
Even when he's playing with DG, playing with Donovan, you still see the confidence still be him. They've instilled that confidence in him to where he can go get a bucket on his own. With a team like Orlando, you go over there now, things are a little different. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't want him to go to a lottery team. I don't.
You know, Ty Jerome is the first player that made me wipe the dust off the per 36 section on Basketball Reference.
What's his per 36?
Do you want to know what's crazy?
Like? 22
do you know
and 6.
You know who ruined per 36? I'm not even joking.
THT?
Taylor Horton Tucker. He ruined per 36. People stopped using it because of him.
Yeah, no, per 36 is
dangerous.
a valuable metric for some people.
Bro, you're like almost 25 a game.
I'm a per 36 merchant on 2K. That's all I look at.
Okay, that makes sense.
Looking at my players, there's some players on my bench that like per 36, they average like 29.
Yeah, dudes are getting 11 minutes a night. It's like, oh, I wonder what happened.
Probably less than that. In 2K, less than that.
It poses an interesting question. Like, how many teams do you think Ty Jerome would start on? Now, I think like currently with injuries, we're deep into the season. I think there's like probably like 10. We did like a pre-recorded clip on it. But like going through all of the teams, I think there's only like 4 or 5. I saw a tweet that did a lot of likes on Twitter, and it said that Ty Jerome would start on like 95% of NBA teams.
95 is crazy.
And I thought that was just like a blatant lie. It was like, wow.
If we break it down into right now, literally March 18th, 2025.
Maybe 30%.
I think our take of 11 teams is a little bit more realistic.
I think the better question is, how many teams will he actually improve?
That's a good question, and that's where I'm with you. I think
probably 30 teams.
Like, because if we talking just like him starting on Utah, that's realistic. But like, they'll still probably be at the bottom of the West.
I have a lot of teams here, and I have a lot of teams with a question mark on them because I wanted to get your guys' opinion on if he would start on them or not. The Bucks.
Over Taurean Prince.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's their two guard.
They were a question mark to me because Ty Jerome can play off ball, and he's shown to be able to play off ball, but he still likes to play with the ball in his hand a lot.
I would want the ball off the bench for him.
I'm saying no. He's not starting.
I want
on
Giannis
Milwaukee.
and Dame to have the ball.
The Pacers.
I'll say yes because he's better than Taurean Prince, but I would prefer his role to be off the bench for them.
The Pacers.
That's another one where I feel like TJ McConnell and him, it's that same type of spark plug off the bench.
This is, are we giving up on Andrew Nembhard?
But
yeah, I wouldn't be giving up on him. But he's a better player right now.
It's the way that he can handle the ball. I think he's a true point guard in and of himself, too. Do you want 2 point guards at the same time on the court if you're Indiana? I feel like that wouldn't be ideal.
Fit-wise, it's not great.
The Pistons with Ivy, I think that's a no.
With Ivy, yeah, he's not starting. Yeah. Without, yeah, he could.
Off the bench right now, could definitely use him.
The Hawks with Trey, Dyson, Reese
Nah, I don't
Shea,
think so.
Johnson.
Starting over Dyson.
Yeah, I don't
Bench?
think so. The Magic, like we just
Most
talked about
definitely
it.
starting.
You would start him next year like over KCP without a doubt.
KCP hits the pine. I don't think twice about it. I don't care about the
And
money.
you also hope that KCP going to the bench, maybe that motivates him or finds
fact.
something that he could become a 37% shooter again.
So that's like one
with
sure
that.
thing right
Yeah, with
now.
that.
The Miami Heat
I think he starts.
I think he goes.
Yeah, he starts.
over Duncan Robinson.
Hero
Okay,
Court
we
to the
have
two.
two. The Raptors.
That was tricky.
I don't know.
It's quickly when healthy. RJ, Scotty,
It's
Ingram.
not that he's not per se better. It's more, do you move 32
Who's he
mil
better
to the
than
bench?
though, on that team?
Like I
IQ.
don't think he's
not
better
better
than
than
IQ,
Player
but
for player
he's
now.
playing better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. I'd say nah.
IQ has a little bit of everything, and he's athletic.
Yeah, I say
We'll
nah.
see the playoffs with Jerome.
He's more Ty's more seasoned than IQ. I'd
Is
say.
me
Like, his
saying
game
that he
more
has
seasoned.
everything crazy? I feel like
Sneaky.
it's not.
Ty
Emmanuel
Jerome?
quickly.
No, no, no.
IQ?
Quickly.
Oh, like
I let it
Like-
pass.
Well, he could shoot. He could defend.
he's athletic.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
He's
He
a
can
plus
get downhill. Maybe
I mean, if he was in
not-
Ty Jerome's role right now, I think he'd play really well.
I mean, we saw it.
We saw he was a
saw
six man
it.
of the year candidate. Yeah. The Sixers.
yeah,
Right
when
now,
healthy.
he would
Right
start.
now.
no. Oh, and healthy? No.
Yes, when healthy. So
When healthy,
Maxey,
nah.
McCain, Grimes if he comes back,
Nope.
Paul George.
It's written in
PG
stone.
Dead has to start. I feel bad for him.
It's written in stone. McCain starts when he comes back.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
yeah,
be.
for
He was
sure.
like the runaway rookie of the year before
He was
got hurt.
amazing. He was. He was.
It's only 23
He
games.
did
too. It was
exactly
unfortunate.
why I say that.
But
I think
those,
he'll start.
Great
those
23
23
games.
games, he was the best fucking rookie.
Yeah, they were like incredible.
They were
like,
amazing.
Star
They were.
talent.
Stephon
I'm
Castle
They were
like,
calling
I'm
him Steph
watching.
Curry.
Yeah, I'm watching rookie
were.
Steph Curry.
Exactly.
They were.
Oh, the shit you can do off the ball is crazy, man.
The Hornets.
That's not
Yeah.
cursing. Here we go.
Not
Yes.
her. Yeah, stop
He's
cursing,
starting
man.
over
I
Tim.
know. I'm doing-
Dude, I've been good. I've only
I,
cursed
I
once.
forgot.
too.
I feel like I was
This guy.
great the first half of the show, and then we stopped, and I forgot.
I only cursed one time.
Oldest
So
guy
the
here, by
Hornets
way.
is a yes. The Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
When healthy though, they have Middleton now
Yeah.
and
With
Jordan
good.
Poole
and Smart.
I'm good.
and Smart.
We can start Poole. We can start Ty
we can
Jerome.
start.
About
That's a
Bub?
fact.
We can start. Bub can come off the bench. Bub come off the bench.
He could.
This is a tricky one.
I'm good off Smart and Middleton start.
With
I'll
all
be
due
honest.
respect.
With all due respect
To those
I need my
legends.
young players. Let's lock in.
But is it? This is like kind
Are
of
we
like
starting
a
Bub
sympathy
and
start,
Pu-
like a tanking. I want a tank start.
Well, what has Marcus Smart done to start? He didn't
Defend.
start in Memphis.
All right, let's.
They took him out the
Desmond
lineup.
Bain. was
Respect
starting.
defensive player of the year.
Can we
Marcus
take
Smart.
Marcus out of there? Let's say
Well,
right
Jalen
now.
Wells took his spot, brother.
He did.
He was starting at the 3.
He did.
Marcus Smart was getting hurt, bro.
He was. That's his fault.
But let's take out Marcus for a second. Bub and Jordan Poole, Middleton, Alex Sarr, and I don't want to.
Why should
They have
Bub start over
Kispert,
Ty
too.
Jerome?
Corey Kispert too. Say it one more
Why
time.
should Bub start over Ty Jerome?
If you want to see what the young guys got,
That's really
but
what
also,
my
I don't
head's
mind
at.
coming off the bench, less pressure.
Yeah, and he can run
There's,
the show.
there's also no pressure in Washington.
That's a fact.
I
I
get
got
it,
all the
but
time in the
Bub-
world.
Yeah.
So
Nobody's
far
expecting
we
nothing.
have the Wizards,
I shouldn't overthink Wizards.
the
That's on me, though.
Hornets, the Magic, and the Heat. That's
Phoenix.
four teams.
We keep the.
We're,
Oh,
getting,
we're
we're just,
getting there.
we're just yeah.
The Nets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The Jazz.
Yes.
Need to.
100%.
The Suns.
Yes.
Yes.
They need him desperately.
The Spurs.
No.
Right now,
Right now,
No,
yes.
healthy, fully healthy.
Stephon Castle
This is the
started at the
stipulation.
2.
Castle.
Fox and Castle.
100%.
You got
He's not,
Chris
he's
Paul
not
off the
playing.
bench, too.
That's my bad.
He
I thought
can
we were
play
going
with
right
Chris
now.
Paul at the bench. That'd be fire.
And the Blazers.
No.
Nah, they
He
got
does
too many
not.
guards.
Way
already.
too many guards.
So we have the Suns, the Jazz, the Nets, the Wizards, the Hornets. That's 5. And then we have
Okay, keep just
The
naming teams.
Magic.
I promise you. No, keep naming Western Conference teams. There may be a few.
oh, you think so?
Yes.
I wrote down like all
I have,
of
a,
them.
I have a couple more. we
Would he
didn't
start on
mention.
the Wolves? There's a chance.
Yeah, Mike Conley.
Mike?
He's over.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with OKC.
No.
No.
The Rockets.
No.
Yes.
Over
no.
who?
Over Fred.
A men
No,
starting now.
it's a men and Jalen.
It's a
but a
men.
men's
Jalen.
hurt. Well,
I'm saying.
100% healthy was still
yeah,
lineup.
it's a men.
Because if
Jalen,
Fred-
Brooks, Jabari, Sengun. They've
not cracking
been
that.
moved Fred.
All right.
They've been when the men run on that run. They're like, yeah,
Of course, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Denver.
no,
Nah, not over Brown.
Not, or Jamal. No.
You're thinking about
Jamal's
this?
yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Nah,
I'm
you
going to
need
say
Christian
no,
Brown
but I'm
next
just
to
thinking.
I think
Need
with
Christian
Brown,
Brown
He would be
next
the
to
perfect 6-man for them, though.
He'd
Yeah,
be the
facts.
lights
Yes,
on
yes,
this.
Oh, yeah. That'd be
The
lit.
Lakers.
No.
No,
No.
So he's not another Austin Reeves story? You
Be
don't think
honest.
so?
come
Trying.
off the bench for the
Okay.
Lakers.
No, yeah. He
Here's the
wouldn't
thing.
Start.
Comes to the Lakers. Who knows?
The Grizzlies.
No,
I don't think so.
The
Sean
Warriors.
he wouldn't start in the Grizzlies. He wouldn't start in the Grizzlies.
No.
Nah.
No, because of Bane. That's on me.
Yeah, and Ja.
With you.
The Warriors.
I'm thinking of Wells too much.
He could start over Potts. I don't mind
What's,
it.
what's the
Moses
Warriors
Moody.
starting 5 looking like in the playoffs?
He could start
I
over
think
Moses.
Steph, Moses,
Kuminga, Jimmy.
I don't think Kuminga's starting. They're gonna probably start Jimmy Post for the 3-point shooting and then Draymond.
I'll be honest, he could start on the Warriors.
He don't play better than Moses.
Exactly.
He doesn't, but at the same time, he would be like your lone legitimate outside of Jimmy.
He would be the perfect sixth man for when
but
Steph comes out.
Agree, but I'm saying if we were to start him, he could fit. Jimmy can play off ball. Steph, can play off ball.
Draymond fit?
I like his
That's the issue,
and
I
understand.
understand.
More on the bench.
But Ty obviously can get to a bucket regardless too.
Yeah, but you want. At that point,
It's the Dre fit, and I don't disagree with that.
it's the defensive fit more than anything.
Yeah.
Fair.
Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves.
He
Yeah.
can.
He can start
Right now,
him.
he's better than Mike Conley.
Actually, that'd be a perfect defensive.
I'm
infrastructure
surprised
role.
you didn't mention the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it's funny because I think, this year probably, but next year, it really depends on how much better Rob Dillingham gets.
Agreed.
He could get better to the point where it's like, okay, he's a locked-in guy.
They'll probably throw him in there like, yo, listen, brother.
But I could see Ty Jerome starting on the Wolves like right now. If
Yeah.
he's there, he'd be an upgrade.
Fact.
The Clippers.
over Chris Dunn, yeah.
Over Chris Dunn for sure.
Their
What
offense
if
needs
the
help.
starting lineup
But
is
they don't
Harden,
need it.
Powell, Kawhi, Jones Jr., and Zubats?
I'm here for that.
Yeah, then he would
Then
come
no,
off the bench.
he come off the bench.
I don't think they need on the Clippers fit wise. You don't need to start him.
You don't either. I don't disagree.
So I'll keep energy. I'd say no.
The Kings.
Yeah, they don't have a true point guard.
Malik.
Malik Nice.
Yeah, unless you put like
Malik
Malik
Levine.
back on the
I think
bench.
Malik Nice, but you can
Are
put
you
him back on
starting
the
him over
bench.
Keon? Like calmly? Like if
Keegan?
Keon,
I think Ty
Keon,
comes
I'm
off
saying
the
like
bench.
No, you bring Malik off the bench.
Could do
You
that.
have Ty, Keon, you have Zach at the 3, DeMar at the 4, you have Sabonis at the 5.
I do like that more too, because then Malik could come off the bench when Zach has to
Then
start.
you got
DeMar
Malik
as
and
a
Keegan
sixth
coming
man.
off the bench.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Actually,
A lot of
I really
offensive
like it.
firepower coming off the bench.
The Pelicans.
Yes.
When
Nobody's
healthy,
playing.
when healthy, he's asking.
Brother, they're never healthy.
DeJounte and DeJounte, Herb, CJ,
Drew,
Trey,
this is
Trey
the
Murphy.
one team you can
No,
comfortably
I'm not
say
gonna do that.
they're never healthy.
I'm not going to do that.
So count the teams. We have the Jazz.
Yes.
Are we saying the Pelicans or no?
What do you think, Dels? You're the tiebreaker.
So when healthy, it's
when healthy.
DeJounte and
CJ, Trey, Herb.
coming off the bench.
Okay. So we have the
You
Jazz.
can't
Keep
start
count.
over CJ.
1.
CJ went 1 for 15 the other day.
The
Talking about
Suns.
IQ's contract.
The Mavericks when healthy.
No, he wouldn't start. No.
Could he start over Christie?
Christie would be the starter?
Christie's
think so.
starting too.
No, because you got Kyrie, you got Clay, you got PJ, then AD, then Lively.
Yeah.
That's
true.
if they're healthy.
Bench.
That's a big lineup.
I
too.
forget they run the double big.
Yeah. So we have the Jazz, the Suns. You guys said the Kings.
I feel like that's
I
valid.
think it's fair. Once Riv broke it down, he's right.
Yeah.
You could run him at the point with all the rest of the guys.
Todd's a point guard. Like he's a point guard.
So that's 3 teams. We have the Wolves. That'd be 4 because right now. And then that's it for the West.
Can I ask you a question though?
Hey.
With Sabonis and the way that he runs his offense, do you think that that's a good fit still? That's kind of where now
That's
I
a tricky
understand
part.
why Joel would push back, and it got me thinking more.
That's a tricky part.
Yeah.
Oh, you can find a way to work around that, I think.
And then we have the
It's
Magic in the
how-
East.
what's his offense? Sabonis is looking like.
That's 5. We have the Miami Heat. That's 6. The Nets 7.
Definitely.
The Hornets 8, and the Wizards 9. So that's 9 out of 32.
You said Suns.
Yes.
Okay.
So 9 out of 32. What's
Well,
that
2 maybes,
percentage
right?
wise? Well, 9 out of 30. I'm thinking of
30, yeah.
NFL teams. 30% of teams he'd start on.
Yeah, it's valid.
It's pretty good for a guy coming off the bench.
He's good. He's damn
Yeah.
good.